So, at our school, oh well, first of all, typically black-eyed children are seen like. If you don't know what black-eyed children are, let me start from that. They're basically, from as the name implies, black-eyed children that either ask you, interact with you in some way, ask to get in your house or something like that. Um, so yeah, we were in school. This was this middle or high school? Either way, it was middle or high school. Either way, this was not a child. This girl was a teen. So in my opinion, this was above the age that a black-eyed child would be. So we were lined up, because what we did in our school, we lined up outside of classrooms before we went in until the teacher got there, and then when the teacher got there, we would go in. I don't know if other schools do that, but that's what we did. And I was in line. I was behind this girl, and she drops a pencil case or something, and I picked it up for her, and I look at her, and yeah, her eyes are just pitch black, and it wasn't like you know how the black contacts people wear, you can still see some of the white in their eyes, because it's impossible to not see any white at all with contacts. She had no white in her eyes at all, like at all. And I was really tired. It was early in the morning, and I didn't look at her for that long. You could say all that, but yeah. And so we walk we went into the classroom, and this is where it gets weird. Oh well, I forgot to mention, this girl was probably, if I was to guess, 16 years old. Like, she was not a child. um but yeah, we walk into the classroom, and this is where it gets weird. I have no memory of what happened after that. It was like, because you would think after an experience like that, you would think I would be like looking at her in the classroom, right? Like, I'd be like, whoa, what was that? Like, I gotta get another look at her. I don't remember any of that. I don't remember what happened in the classroom. I don't remember if she was there. I don't remember if I saw her again. I don't remember any of that. It's like there's a hole in my memory, like after I saw her, which is really strange. Which, because my first thought is, no, it wasn't a black-eyed child. She was way too old, and I don't know. I just think, and I was also in school, so who knows. But the fact that I have a huge hole in my memory makes me think, like, maybe there was something to it, because like I can't imagine why I wouldn't remember what happened after I saw her. But maybe that's a completely natural thing. Maybe that's just how my brain works. I don't know. I was really tired, so who knows. But yeah, that's my like black-eyed kid story. It's a very, very different from the average black-eyed kid story. It basically has nothing in common with other stories of the sort.
It's just kind of crazy in itself that you have another example. And honestly, the examples are pretty varied. You know?
Of what, like people's experiences?
Yeah, that's kind of the only one that I know of that it's kind of like you didn't have a direct experience, kind of. But I'm sure if
Yeah.
you looked hard enough, you would be able to. If you ask some people, they would say, "Yeah, I did see a weird. I did notice one thing is she had black eyes, or he had black eyes," and then someone basically recounting the fact and thinking it's weird after the thought.
Right, yeah.
I
mean, I noticed it. I was standing like 2 feet from this girl, so it was impossible for me to not notice her eyes. Because sometimes they say like, yeah, I didn't notice they had black eyes at first. I noticed immediately, and it was kind of it was even creepy at the time. I was like, why does this girl just have black eyes? What the fuck? That was really weird. And I don't even know if she said like thank you or anything. Not that I care really, but after I picked up her pencil case or whatever it was, like, I don't think she said anything to me, from my memory. But yeah, I don't know. Just really strange experience.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds pretty crazy.
Like, the whole, if it wasn't for the hole in my memory, I would have completely written this story off as she had contacts, and that's that. but it's the hole in my memory that makes me think like maybe this is more than that.
Yeah, it's just kind of crazy to think about, like that being right, someone like that being right next to you and only having a vague recollection of it. I mean,
Yeah, right.
that's,
It's weird. It's definitely weird. Have you?
yeah.
I think I know. Like, you've never had any kind of black-eyed kid kind of experience, have you?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't assume you did, but it seems to be. It kind of feels like paranormal stuff kind of experiences kind of seem to be attracted to us. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever met anyone else that actually had a black-eyed kid experience, and I'm not saying it's common. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like I've
No,
only
I
heard from
can
like Reddit and stuff.
I can tell you one thing is, so for context, we used to talk about this stuff all the time, not just for the podcast. I mean, we'd be
Right.
playing Uncharted or just like talking, and it'd be at night, and like pretty much all three of us would just get on that topic and talk about it for like hours.
Yeah.
And it was always super late at night, and then I'd always think like I was so scared the idea that like my mom would let them in because she like doesn't know any better. And
Right.
then all of
Yeah.
a sudden I go into the living room and there's two kids with black eyes sitting there,
Oh my god.
and I'd be like that was my fear more or less because I
That
know
is
if I
scary.
seen it, if I
That's a
saw
scary
them, I
thought.
would know I'm not letting them in. But like a parent,
A parent would let.
they're
I
probably
think a
gonna
parent
let
would
them
let
in.
them in. Yeah, because you
Like,
can't look at a kid,
like
a
your
child
mom
in
might
need.
have let them in, and it's like that.
I think so.
I guess you never thought about that.